This area looked very different earlier this summer. This old rotten porch and concrete steps were a huge eyesore. I cleaned up, built a deck, and now it's time to address what's left of the porch and create a space I never want to leave. I'm sort of sick of looking at ugly stuff whenever I'm in my kitchen. Yeah, let's just do it. So basically what I'm going to do is clad this porch. I'm also going to design a little seat. I need to figure out what I want it to look like. I'm making a template for the angle of that top bit over there. Truthfully, the best thing to do would have been to just demolish this entire thing. When I first bought this house, my parents came for a couple of months to help out. So it was actually my dad who tried to demolish this porch for me, and this is what he managed to do. Everything in this house is built so solidly, it's built to never be taken apart. So I'm just going with it. I'm just going to work within those limitations and fix it up. The cute thing is that I have this hops. So a few years ago I bought this hops because I thought it would be really cute if it was going to climb up, and it literally did nothing for like the first 2 years, and this is the first year it's actually grown up a little bit and it's got these little flowers and it's so cute. I'm hoping next year it's going to grow even bigger.
Take a train ride just to see you. Ride for hours just to please you. You don't know how much I need you. 'Cause I'm not home away from
I'm going to do one more fun design project outside. I'm going to make a bench across the length of the deck against the house. It's going to be very simple. It's all going to be made of timber that's 45 by 195, and I'm looking at how I want to design the legs, the backrest. It's going to be quite low because of the height of the windows, and maybe this is a good time to talk about a few other things, because I do get questions about the design process and all of the calculations involved. I find myself watching people on YouTube designing and building things, and they always get to this point where they're like, oh, I have to do calculations now, I have to do mathematics. And I'm like, no you don't. I don't do any maths. This is why I use a drafting program. If you draw it up, basically it will tell you what the correct distances are. Key is to take good side dimensions. Make sure that you have the exact dimensions for the timber you're using. So for example, when I start drawing the basics for the bench, for this particular bench it really works to draw it in section first. So I would draw up the 45 by 195. I will start with the seats. I will make sure that I place it at the correct height, so that will be 450 from the ground. I'm going to put 2 of these pieces of timber next to each other to create the seats. And then I'm going to angle another one for the backrest. Now I did a very quick Google search that said that a 95-degree angle was good for a backrest. I'm not going to overthink it, it's just outdoor seating, so I'm just going to go with that. So I'm placing it at 95 degrees. You just use the correct commands for the program to do it for you. I want the overall height to be 700 mil because the windows start a little bit higher than that. And then I just start drawing in the basic blocks for the legs. Then I'm able to go into a little bit more detail and I end up with these 4 options. They're all based on some really interesting designs I found on Pinterest. Once I have this, I'm going to work in plan. I've taken a side elevation and rotated these around. It will show you exactly where to draw the different elements in plan. I want the legs to be 50 mil from this side, and then to be able to space them equally, I simply use the divide command in AutoCAD. There you go, a very simple explanation of how to do this without doing any calculations. Projects definitely get very overwhelming if I don't do a drawing. Is that piece of timber going to be on that side or that side? Like all of those tiny details. It helps so much to do proper drawings and work that out, because all of those little connections, you don't quite realize like the butterfly effect of that. So I ended up drawing these 4 options in SketchUp and I'm going to 3D print them because I want to see on a little scaled model what it's really going to look like and which one I'm going to prefer. Let's import the 3D file that I have and hit print.
I hope to make you my own before the train ride home. I hope to make you my own before the train ride home.
So the question is, do we like this? Huh, that's kind of cute. I think we like it. I think so. I don't know. We're just gonna do it. That's so ridiculously cute. It's sort of annoying. I like all sides. So I printed 4 different options. I put a different option on every side of these. This is a perfect 1 to 10 scale. I checked outside to sort of put them in situ, see what looks better. To be honest, I think they all look good. But obviously, I feel mostly drawn to the one that's most difficult, or a combination of 2 of these. I mean, I should keep things simple, but see, I really like this front, but then this back side. See, at the end of the day, my whole approach for this design, this house, is that I have like the one opportunity to design and build things now, so why not do it? Why take the easy way out? So let's just try the difficult. Let's just try the difficult thing. The next stage is to paint. I've mentioned that I'm working on a 3D printed scale model of my house. I have an addition. So the idea was that whenever I design something new, I will print it in scale. So now that I've decided on the design for my bench legs, I have a little bench scale and I can put it on my porch, my miniature porch. Isn't this the cutest thing in the world? I kind of like how the bench returns, but maybe I don't return the backrest. Bambu Lab is sponsoring this video again. They sent me this A1 printer a few months ago and I've been using it for a bunch of things. Most notably, the shopping trolley token. I lost my coin, found a model online. Honestly, it gives me a disproportionate amount of joy every time I use it. There's something else in my house that really bothers me. I have this little bathroom cupboard in this room, which I love, but the bottom shelf has turned into a bit of a mess. So I was looking on Pinterest for ideas and I came across these really cute stationery items. I have something else that I am going to print and this is going to be quite useful. So I took some measurements, I made a basic model in SketchUp and I hit print. I think it's so cute and it was just really easy to make. Most of the filaments I have are PLA because I have a really nice matte option. And then I use this translucent green PETG for the top, which I think gives a really nice effect. But you can get lots of different ones. Different types have different strengths. Types that are more suitable for outdoor use. User-wise, this printer has been really easy. It does all the calibrations itself, you don't have to fiddle with it. I have literally just been making models. I assign the right filament colors to it and I hit print. But if model making is unfamiliar for you, Bambu Lab does have a maker's world, and it's basically a database of endless amounts of models that people have uploaded themselves. Last time I got this really cute bunny model from it, and I printed a couple and sent them to my sister and she really liked them. The Bambu Lab has a range of printers you can choose from. This is the A1. It's one of the more basic ones. So if you are interested in 3D printing or curious about it, right now Bambu Lab is having their biggest sale of the year, so it would be a good time to check it out. They have their Black Friday sales until December 3rd. I will leave a link in the description so you can check it out. And I just wanted to say thanks to Bambu Lab for sponsoring this video again and for sending me something fun for my house. I started painting, but it's taken quite a while, so I'm going to start work on the bench. I'm quite excited, but I'm also a bit nervous. This is quite useful though. I made a template for the legs. It's very windy, so I just have to copy this and cut it. But the only tools I have are that I can use outside here are a circular saw and a jigsaw. And the thing is that the saw blade always starts cutting at a slight angle. So yeah, sometimes when I cut things it doesn't end up looking that great, but we'll see. We'll find out. Whenever I haven't used that circular saw in a while, I'm always scared of using it. Luckily when I start again it's always fine, but it's still probably my least favourite tool. I would use my miter saw ideally, but my miter saw lives inside, I can't take it outside, and it's in a room with furniture. Plus this is pressure treated wood, so I don't want the sawdust in that room inside, and they're also too long to be taken inside, so that's why I'm using the circular saw instead of the miter saw. Okay, I'm just going to cut the lengths for everything that I need to do, and then I'm going to trace the template for the legs and cut those with the jigsaw. Okay, backrest number 1.
Floating, waving, you and me.
I'm going to cut my first leg using my jigsaw. Hopefully it's not going to be too wonky, but it will probably be a little bit wonky just because of the tool I'm using, but I don't know. It's an outside bench, so as long as it works and kind of looks okay. I got my first leg. It doesn't... oh, it's very wonky. That's what I was afraid of. It's just that the saw blade doesn't stay absolutely straight, so yeah, that's annoying. It's incredibly time consuming to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways, because I think it'll be nice. So even though it's a little wonky, it's cute though, isn't it? Imagine having about 5 of these little feet at the front of the bench. Yeah. My blade broke. Huh. Okay, that's not good. I don't actually know if I have any other blades. Oh, we're still making such cute little feet. I found another blade, which was for my previous jigsaw, but it has the same design, so it should work. Okay, seems to work. See, this is very much cut at an angle, so I'll just cut it again from this side to sort of fix it the best I can. Let's have a look at what this looks like. Imagine this. That's really cute. That's stinking cute, isn't it? Yeah, see, that's why we're going through this effort. Because it's stinking cute. Look at those little feet. They're like little paws. It's so cute. Oh, I hope it's stable. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Let's do that. It just started raining. I don't really have a dry spot to keep doing this, so I think I'll have to wait. Hopefully the rain is not going to continue for much longer. Yesterday the rain did stop. I managed to cut all of the pieces and I also sanded them down, so now I have a whole bunch of legs and they are ready to be assembled. I have a bunch of these, so now I can start putting things together. But where do I start? I don't know. I've turned these two around, so I'm going to attach the legs upside down, and then hopefully, because this is quite big and heavy, I'm going to be able to flip it. I figured out how I'm going to attach the front legs. First I make some bore holes in two of these. I will place these in the right location. I'm going to fix these two first. And then I fix this leg with a few screws from each side. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy I'm realizing this now and not later. I'm putting these legs on the wrong way around because I flipped these boards upside down but also back to front. So these need to be on the other side. God. that's the right way. I'm just fixing these supports to the back seat as well. And then I have to turn it around. I can't attach the back leg because it requires space underneath I don't have. Okay, hopefully I'll be able to turn it around somehow. Maybe I'll flip it 90 degrees and then attach the back legs. Okay, I'm going to try and flip this that direction. Okay. That's so funny. Now I should be able to attach these. Oh, that's it's really simple actually. Actually, it's the other way around. Like that. Okay. Look. Oh. I can sit on it. Oh. Oh, it's cute. Look at my little feet. Okay. This bench is huge. I can have so many friends on this bench. I can have a whole row of friends. I should make some friends. You know, this is definitely a little bit like a Studio Ghibli bench. It's got the little feet. The little animal feet. I can absolutely imagine Totoro sitting next to me right now. Okay, this side is not going to have a backrest, which is why this is rounded off at the top here instead. I will also be making a box underneath this section here to hide this water intake, so that's going to be hidden at one point. But for now, I think I just have one more thing to do, which is the backrest. I'm making these bore holes so I can screw the backrest in from the front, and then I'll make little plugs, little dowels to hide the holes and fill it in. I keep going outside and looking at the porch and the bench because it looks so cute. I love how whimsical it looks with the little animal paws. And I really like how I added the traditional Swedish detailing on the porch itself. It needs a bit more work. I haven't quite finished painting yet, but that's kind of how DIY projects go. It's a little bit wet outside, but it's not that cold. I really want to go outside and put a table there, have a little play around. I want to see its potential, see what it could be like during summer. I don't usually walk around with pumpkins, but it seemed to fit. It's such an improvement from what it used to be. The one element that needs a little bit more repairing is the roof. I'm hoping that next year I might have scaffolding here at the house, and that will be a good time to try and replace the roof or replace parts of the roof. But even so, it just looks so nice. And I wasn't quite sure whether this cladding was just going to make it look very bulky, but it looks really good. It looks really good. This little seat is magical. This little spot is actually quite magical. It actually is. I'm a little bit too jaded to say things like that usually, but it actually is magical. I've got this amazing little view here. I wanted this to look cute, but basically I just put a pumpkin and a grapefruit here. I guess it fits the season. Regardless though, this is a really cute spot. I really like this. Isn't it amazing what you can make yourself?